All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. Today's theme is something that I'm sure, as a healer, as a coach, it's something that you deal with on an ongoing basis. And of course, what I'm talking about is momentum, or shall we say the lack of momentum. I'm right now in the middle of getting ready for and designing a retreat that we're doing in about a month's time. And if you ever done a project that is beyond the ordinary, beyond the normal, a lot of times you'll notice that if you don't have momentum, it can be one of the most frustrating things. And today I was reminded of that because for a second I forgot that I do have a team that is here to support me. I do have people who are pulling along with me to make this event, to make this retreat a success. And I was reminded maybe 2 or 3 hours later, after that initial moment of feeling the lack of momentum, that the key to unstucking yourself is and the key to feeling unstuck is to create momentum, and the key to creating momentum is to be able to do something. Now that something may be just one tiny activity that is in your control, and quite often that itself will unlock whatever stuckness that you're feeling. I do understand that, like you, in the past, even I have experienced moments where the momentum just doesn't come. And no matter what you try, somehow it feels like we're stuck in that state of stuckness. So, all I can tell you and remind you is that it's okay, even if for a moment you're taking a breath, even if for a moment you're reassessing and, it feels like nothing is moving, because one, you've chosen, or let's say you have been chosen to be the healer, to be the coach. It's only but natural that even if momentarily you get stuck, you will get unstuck. And I've seen this so many times over the years, and I've been very fortunate now to do this work for more than 2 decades. If you're someone, especially if you're just starting off, maybe you've realized that you're meant to be a healer, you're meant to be a coach, you've had this feeling now for the last couple of months, and maybe the last couple of years where you've begun this process. One thing I can remind you is that it's okay to feel this, because even this too shall pass. I just want to remind you that everything works out. And maybe on a more practical note, one thing I can say is that, if you have a community, definitely reach out to them, and just being with them will create that momentum for you. Another thing that I do on an ongoing basis is, of course, I have people that I can reach out to, that I can talk to. And when I'm with them, sometimes even just not saying anything about what I'm going through, but just listening to what they are going through can create that ripple effect. And before long, things are again moving, and you will get the ideas of what to do next. The other way, of course, of being able to create momentum is to just slow down for a moment. And if you do practice meditation, then this is that perfect opportunity for you to just take a moment, take a breath, and when you tap into that stillness, you will be able to unlock whatever was holding you back. And sometimes, even when none of these work, it's just a matter of timing. Maybe you were trying to reach out to somebody, maybe you were working on something, and somehow the ideas just aren't moving. Treat it as a sign, because it just means that in a moment or two you will be able to uncover why you were stuck, because something new shows up, and that takes your idea to the next level. As always, these pods are made for you. These pods are a reminder to you that you're not alone on this journey, and that you get to do this with like-minded people, and you get to be able to make a difference in the lives of many. And this pod is one such intention that I have set, and I've been doing this now for more than 3 years, just to remind you that you're not alone on this journey. And as you come along with me on this journey, if you know of one other person who's a healer or a coach, or maybe even a seeker, someone who could do with this reminder, please do share this pod. Please do share this reel, depending on what you're watching, with them. And I know that this is going to make all the difference. And of course, having said all of that, remember to live your purpose. God bless. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.